Changers presented by Cheez-It. How about Andrew Nembhard? 14 points on 4 of 11 shooting in game 1, including a monster three-pointer with 2 minutes to go. He was clutch in the 4th, scoring or assisting on 16 points. Wow. He was also, of course, the primary defender on SGA on a lot of those possessions in the 4th. And while stopping the MVP is nearly impossible, Nembhard did have him noticeably frustrated at different points in the game. We are happy now to be joined by NBA analyst Tim Legler. And Tim, what impressed you the most about the end of that game for the Pacers? Just how they kept their composure.
Their composure, their execution. I think what they did also, they took advantage of the fact that Oklahoma City, they overreact to any penetration. Yeah. When you're down 15, you're going to need some three-point shots. They understood that if they could get any penetration, there was going to be 2 or 3 weak-side defenders flooding into the lane. It was going to be very difficult to make closeouts. I mean, they hit 5 three-pointers during that stretch. So I thought they maintained composure. They never thought they were out of the game. At the exact same time, it looked to me like Oklahoma City just got a little bit tentative offensively, almost as if they were waiting for the clock to run out. Indiana just kept playing, and eventually, you leave that door cracked against that team, they're going to kick it in.
Nembhard and SGA, a little bit of a back and forth. Is there power in being able to agitate this Oklahoma City Thunder team?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Listen, I think what you're going to see tonight, and what I've seen out of Oklahoma City time and time again this year, when they have a bad performance or they lose a game, even in the playoffs, what they typically come out with is a lot of determination and ball pressure at the start of the game. I think you're going to see a level of intensity out of OKC at the start of this game. That's going to be something that's going to be special to watch because that's the way they typically react. I know they forced a lot of turnovers in the first half of the last game. I thought a lot of those were self-inflicted on the part of Indiana. Sloppy pocket passes, like trying to force the ball into Siakam in the post. This is going to be more about OKC's ball pressure, creating opportunities to get out, and this time convert those into points. They did not do that in the first game. That's very atypical for a Thunder team.
Shump, you've been on this stage before. What's the key to containing those emotions with a team that might get a little emotional?
I'm not one of those guys that contain my emotion. I wore my heart on my sleeve. I felt like screaming. I screamed. Any dunk I got, I tried to make it extra to bring as much energy out of the building as I could. If I'm the Thunder, I'm rolling with the energy. I'm playing with the passion. I'm yelling to my teammates. I'm getting everybody engaged. Whether they playing or not, they need to be sweating right now. If I'm Indiana, I'm just going to continue to play how we play. These guys are getting out. They're playing loose. They're having a good time. They came in here game 1. I know it felt like they were alone. Right now, it feels like I'm seeing more Indiana fans in the crowd. It's a weird feeling, but I know the feeling. If you're on the other side, you start to feel like you got a chance in here, and that's what you want.
And Brian, when it comes to the coaching matchup, we are watching 2 of the best. The playoffs are all about adjustments. What do you think you're going to see tonight?
All right, first off, the starting lineup is a big deal for Oklahoma City. They changed their starting lineup in game 1. I'm not sure that I understand the strategy of it, but all the players I talked to thought that would be uncomfortable. And in all honesty, they were up by 12 points at the half. I feel like if they were more comfortable, they'd have up by 25. And that was really allowed the Pacers into the game. So getting comfort with the lineups is key. The second thing is with Indiana, their small ball, what Rick Carlisle did, he did something fascinating in the 4th quarter of that game. He subbed 5 guys at one time. He did a 5 hockey man sub, and they went on a 15-4 run. And I almost think like the Thunder had a few minutes where they weren't quite sure what the matchups needed to be. So when they go small, the Thunder have to be more prepared to be more flexible. The Thunder tried to match their small ball. I don't think the Thunder can beat them at small ball. I think the Thunder have to stay a little bit big. Don't fall into the trap of only playing small against them. I think Indiana is better equipped at it. So let's see how Carlisle manipulates the lineups to try to trap the Thunder into that.
Tim Legler, what are your thoughts on the coaching matchup?
Well, listen, one thing I didn't like was going into the very first game, switching up what you've been doing late. I just didn't like it. I think what it sends is a signal, and I'm not going to overstate the psychological component. I mean, it's the best team in the NBA. But you are sending a signal that I'm very concerned about what they do, and I'm worried about something that they do, and so we're going to change up. One of their advantages was the Hartenstein-Holmgren combination.
Not a doubt.
But they were deadly. I mean, Denver had no answer for that. The number of times they connected on interior passing in that series, I thought getting away from that right from the beginning, I understood you can't play them both as much in this series because this is a 5-out team and Miles Turner's a 3-point shooter. But to not play them a single minute together in an entire game, when that's a big part of what your identity is, it's why you got Hartenstein in the first place. I think you're going to see more of them on the court together. I don't think he's changing the starting lineup. It's going to be the same.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Keep them going, try to wear, I pull up all brains. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's 88 over here,